Good morning, everybody. It's like 6 a.m. here in New York, day 1 million of quarantine. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about concealers. I've noticed on a lot of YouTube videos I watch, people talk about these two concealers all the time. They're the go-to for a lot of people, and for somebody like me who really I don't wear makeup every single day. I'm a cook. I work in like a 100-degree kitchen, so that just doesn't work for me all the time, but I love makeup and I love the way it makes me feel. So I've been getting into wearing it a little bit more, and especially for this. I've noticed that two concealers I hear the most are the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, which is this one right here. It's a little glary. Comes in simple packaging. It's got this sponge applicator on top that seems to work pretty good for especially like the cheek areas, if you have pimples to cover up, or redness or whatever. I'm gonna be honest, I've used this a few times and it doesn't work great for these gigantic bags under my eyes, but we're also going to try today the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, which is a little bit more of a pricier product. It's about $27 for the full-size one, and it's $10 for this little tiny baby one that I got. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind doesn't really come with much of a product description. It came wrapped in clear plastic, and this is all that's on it. There's no ingredients or anything like that. Ignore my ratchet nails. And the Shape Tape does. It comes in a box. It's got all the ingredients listed. Nothing really out of the ordinary versus any other concealer. It's more or less the same deal. This one does say full coverage, flawless matte finish, creamy and easy to blend. So we're gonna find out. I've already done my foundation. Call me Ghostface. I'm gonna do Shape Tape on this side, and I'm gonna do the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind on this one. So, number one spot for me with concealer is always, always, always under my eyes. And I have such a hard time. They crease, I'm 30, almost. I got little wrinkles under my eyes. It makes it really hard to find a concealer that doesn't crack, that blends good, that actually covers everything. Oh, what did I do? I just put it on the other side. I'm so used to doing that. Alright, try this again. We'll just put this down here. Just go for it. Fuck it. Alright, we're gonna put some right here. A little bit on this side. Here. Okay, let me blend. It does feel good. It's a little bit thinner than I would have expected, but it seems to be pretty good coverage. I can definitely still see the bags under my eyes, but we'll see. It's hard to just... Oh, my teeth look so yellow with this big bright light. Let me see. So far, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty full coverage. I like it here. It blended really good with my foundation. It's gonna be a little harder to do both colors on my nose. Get a good highlight in my jawbone. Alright. Okay, so that's, you can definitely still see right here, but honestly, that might just be the shape of my eye. I don't think there's really too much that can be done about that. So let's see. I know, it's super light, super pasty, but I generally start out very white and then darken myself up later. Let me get this one. We're gonna do the other side with the Instant Age Rewind. And this has a nice little clicker thing to pull the product up, which I kind of like that. It's kind of different. Oh, this is going on super thin. And I've used this a bunch of times, and it's just a lot of dabbing to actually get the product onto your face, and it's a lot darker than that other one, isn't it? I didn't know that. Okay. Screw it all. We'll make it work. And give it one. I like that. It comes out nice when you swipe it. I didn't realize. Oh yeah, that's actually a lot easier. I have been dabbing it the entire time just to find out mid-video I should be spreading it. Okay. So let me bounce, bounce, bounce. And for some, I love you too. For some reason, this one has been burning my skin right here. I don't know if I'm just sensitive. I don't know what's in it because it doesn't list the ingredients on the component, so I have no idea. Who knows? Maybe if I use it too much, I just won't have skin there. We'll find out. I swear, my teeth aren't that orange in real life. It's embarrassing. I'm gonna have to start using whiteners.
Use a different color thing.
I'm already mid-video.
That's okay.
Guys, I'm gonna change the light.
There you go.
That's a little better, but it's harder to see clear.
Click it one more time.
I'm gonna just leave it alone. Okay, so now I've got concealer on both sides, so let's see. This is the Instant Age Rewind Maybelline. You can see that my under eye bags are pretty good. You can see that it's already cracking here, so let me set it really quick before I add anything else. And I'm sure you'd like to know if they're buildable, so I'm going to put a second layer on of each just to see, but for the first layer, that is the Shape Tape. I think it covered pretty nicely. To be honest, right now, looking at them next to each other, I kind of like the Maybelline more, which is odd. I didn't really expect to feel that way. So let's see with a second layer how it's going to look. And I'm only going to do the second layer under my eyes because that's really my problem area. Especially when it comes to bags. It's the worst. Alright. Oh, I almost did it again. I almost put that one on both eyes. Okay. You know what? I think I need a little more product. Give it a few clicks. Okay. So let's see. Let me go a little bounce, bounce, bounce. It does appear to be blendable or buildable. It's a little bit better coverage on there, but honestly it looks about the same. Let's see with this one. Oh yeah. This is building up really nicely. Way better than I expected. Look how much whiter I am. Oh, goodness. Ghost face killer. Okay, so this one built up, the Shape Tape built up really, really well. Way better than I expected. It actually looks a lot better from farther away. But this side still looks a little bit more natural, so we're going to see how everything looks, you know, underneath a full face of makeup. So, let's get to it. I guess I'm going to run with some bronzer because it's time to balance this out. Okay, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild contour brush, nothing fancy. Do light little circles, kind of put some color back in those cheeks. Alright, up here. Ooh, my hair's getting in my way. Okay, there's that. I'm not really going to do a contour or anything today because it's really just, I want to see how the concealer holds up, if it cracks, if it comes off while I'm putting other things on it, you know, like I want to just see how it holds up so that, you know, if you want to try one of these, you know what works, because it's only fair. Somebody had told me before I bought them. Oh look, my face looks like skin again. Alright. It's a lot better. Now, let's see. I'm going to do just a tiny bit of blush. Oh, it was not a tiny bit, huh? Buff it out. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use is going to be, what do you think? I'm going to say, let's just do a super simple eye. Really, I'm not doing anything fancy for today. I'm just quarantined. I'll be sitting home. I'm going to use my Morphe X James Charles palette, my favorite. I am in love with it. I have a few more palettes coming on the way. As of right now, not only am I in love with it, but it's the only palette I own. I do have this tiny little mini elf palette, but it came with one of the things completely broken, so it kind of destroyed the colors. It's just a mess in there now. I really like the, let's see, what color? I'm gonna do something super simple. I'm gonna just do like a little soft glam look today. So we're gonna dip into this one, which you can't really see the color, but it's actually like a light pinkish, goldish. It's like a rose gold color, and it is called Sister. Don't do this at home, kids. Use water to wet your brush like a normal person. And I'm gonna just go all up here. Kind of, this is gonna be my highlight on the top, underneath all the color. And I'm really not gonna put this in the bottom. I really just want it to come up to the brow bone and give it a little bit. See that? That's sexy. That's money right there. Alright. Just a little bit more. This James Charles palette is the best. It is the best thing I've ever spent a chunk of money on. It really wasn't that expensive. I don't remember how much it was, like $35 or something. Okay, so the next color I'm gonna do is gonna be, it is called Punch Me, and it's gonna be this one right here. It looks yellowish, but it's actually like a brown color, like a kind of a soft tan color. Whoops. I'm gonna go in right in the crease.
That's dope. Yeah, well, I added your friend request, so I'll get my info and I'll send it to you. I just started it. Literally.
Alright, so I'm gonna darken my crease up pretty solid. Just keep going, and going and going and going. I'm annoying. Okay. And I kind of want to bring it up a little bit above my crease, just to give it some dimension. See, it already helps. Do the same thing over here. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, my eyeballs are different sizes. This one is always different than this one. No matter how hard I try to make it the same, try to get it to, you know, line up properly, never works. They are never symmetrical. So, oops, sorry. I'm just gonna have to deal with it like I do. Okay, let me add just a little bit more. Definitely got some good dimension in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade. It is called Face. It's really supposed to be just like a highlighter. It's one of the bigger shades in here. It's this one right here. And with Face, oh, I just keep knocking stuff over. With Face, I'm gonna go right over my eyelid. Ooh, I love how sparkly that looks. Now, I didn't put concealer on the tops of my eyes, but I did put it below. So I'm curious to see how the eyeshadow is going to go over it and if it's going to kind of deteriorate or mess up my concealer. So I'm going to use my little angled brush, and I'm going to dip into that soft brown, the same one I used to add depth, and I'm going to pull that down around here. Bring it under. I really like this color, and I think it's not, I think it's one of the colors in here that is not a pressed pigment. There's a lot of fallout from it, but the results of the color is just such a soft, pretty brown that I really love the way it looks. It's so subtle and soft, and it's really good for like a day when I'm just feeling fugly and I just need something to pretty myself up a little. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna keep it as that for now with the shadow. So let's do some liner. Oh, before I do liner, let me do some highlights in there. So I want to know what you guys, want. What are products that you've heard of that you'd maybe like to, see how they work. If there's something that, before you spend the money on it, you want to know that it does its job, I am more than happy to spend that money first and test out the products and make a video and kind of let you see how it works. And by the way, I'm doing this highlight with the same shade I just put on my lids, called Face. It's a really good color that's good for a little bit of everything, It's definitely an excellent highlighter, and it gives you such a good little glimmer. Love it. Love it. Yeah. Am I pretty now? Alright. There's that. Now, I'm going to do my liner on this little tiny bronzer mirror, but I've got my Jeffree Star mirror in the mail, just waiting for it to come in. So many things in the mail. I have so many products that I can't wait to try out and see how they work and let you guys know how they work. Alright, bear with me for just a minute. Honestly, I'm only doing a simple black eyeliner because this is the only eyeliner I have right now. I have like 6 more in the mail coming in the way. Couple different colors. I got some white and black, brown, green, blue, silver, and gold, so that, you know, I can do some funky designs and maybe explore some creative stuffs. You want to see the stuffs? Then I'm gonna give you the stuffs. Oh. Alright. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going anywhere. So I'm going to say, look here. On this side with the Shape Tape, I don't know if you can see, but I am cracking so bad. That concealer is cracking pretty bad. This side, there's a little bit, but not as much. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put on some mascara. And then I'm going to do the final touches on my face, and we will talk about which one I liked more. Let's see. I'm going to use my Maybelline Snapscara. I do like this one. You know what? Actually, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. Don't believe me. Don't trust a word I say, because I'm not going to use my Snapscara. I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash, which I just got. I've used it once yesterday when I was playing around, but I have another one coming in the mail in my Ipsy bag with some more new products to try. But I've heard a lot about this mascara, and I'm probably going to do a comparison video on it with another brand too, just because this is a little bit more of an expensive mascara. And who wants to spend, you know, upwards of $20 or more on a mascara and not know if it does a good job? Do you have that kind of money waste? Because I don't. You know, I'm a line cook. I make 15 bucks an hour, man. I don't make that much. So, you know, we're gonna just try this stuff out for you guys, so that all you low incomes like me can at least, you know, before you treat yourself, you'll know if it's worth your money. Because there's nothing worse in the world than wasting your time and money.
I got a purple one. That was the first one.
I do like that this, I know I'm not doing a review of this mascara in this video, but just so it's said, I do like that this mascara is very buildable. You do about 2 layers and you gain a little centimeter or 2. I definitely noticed a difference. I'll be honest, I am not a person that does false lashes. I really don't like the way they make me feel, and to be honest, my younger sister one time put a pair on me because she wore them every single day. I mean, she never left the house without them, and it made no difference. I mean, literally, my eyelashes looked exactly the same. It was crazy. She was so angry. But, you know, ever since then, I didn't really see any point in wearing false lashes if God blessed me with good ones already. Look at me messing this up because I'm busy talking to you guys. I am making a mess of this eye today. I don't know what my deal is. I'm a little nervous. It's my first YouTube video with a proper ring light and a proper little vanity setup for my makeup. I've been working really hard at trying to get a good setup so I can make good videos for you guys and, you know, have a more of a professional spot to do that for you.
Oh yeah. Oh damn. I need to see.
Okay. Good enough. We're gonna roll with it. You know what, let me do. I'm gonna be honest, not everybody likes it, but I really like that, like, kind of spidery look, you know, where they're kind of a little bit clumpy and a little bit stuck together and it makes them look a little longer. I don't care what anybody says. I like the way that looks. I am a fan, Stan. Alright, now... Okay, so now my eyes are done. I'm gonna say that I really think I had to pick my nose. Don't mind me. Alright, so as far as which side of my face I feel looks the best. Oh, why is it so shiny right there? Now I'm getting black smears. Alright, well, screw that. I'm gonna be honest. I think the cheaper one, I think that the Maybelline Age Rewind, I think for me personally, you know, I have combination skin. It's oily up here, it gets oily around my nose, but it also somehow at the same time gets very dry around my nose and very dry here. For me personally, this one seems to look a little bit more natural. It seemed to build really well. Honestly, and even, you know, this bag under my eyes, look, you can already see this coming through where the makeup is gotten rubbed off from me putting the rest of my makeup on. So I'm gonna say for me personally, the cheaper, under $10 product is better for me. But I do like this. I like the application. I like the consistency of it. I do like the full coverageness. If it's not a word, it is now. I do like this as well, and I will definitely continue to use it and probably buy another one. I'm not saying it's a bad concealer. It definitely isn't. They're both really good, and they both really did what I wanted them to do. So, yeah, that's my video. If you guys could do me a favor, go down below, click and subscribe, please. Tell people, come, click, subscribe. There will be more. Mwah. Bye.